some more boat work. The 16th or 17th of March, and I put on 2-3 coats of varnish here. I'm not going to do any more. There's a bit of a difference in the colour. I'm not too worried about that. But it's looking squared away. And what I'm working on here, you can see the head, which was stored in that V-locker, and I have painted in the head here. 2 coats of varnish, which is enough. There's enough of a gloss on there to protect it. Still need to do the fiddles and get the door there, and that's where the head goes. See, all the white has been freshened up, and I just still need to do the sole. A coat of grey. The boat's looking a hell of a mess. You can see here the starboard. I've taken out a panel to get in behind it. It's where the water filler is. I've put in a new water filler. You can see it over there. It's a new one. Just got to reattach the hose. That one we actually use. There's water tanks under the berth there, and on the port side as well. That hose needs to be removed. Also replaced the filler there for no other reason, just to keep water out. The old one was cracked, not doing the job. So wash out the inner area here, reconnect the speaker, so we've got some decent music, get rid of that pipe, and then put the panel back. See, I've cut the new panel, give it a coat of varnish just out in the sun, letting it dry. Yeah, gorgeous day. Yacht Club. Only electric 45 across the way here. Electric 40. I can only wish. So yeah, not too much of an issue. We have had a bit of rain, and I'm pleased to say that there's no sign of any leaking from the chain plate. So happiness is on the boat, as we can see. A bit of progress from last time. You'll see the head is in place, painted the head floor. Just need to do the hook up all the pipes, which I'm going to do now, and actually bolt the head down. Bulkhead has been painted, looking very, very nice. This bulkhead has been painted. You can see I've got my retaining bungees on. I can chuck bags in, stop them floating around. This is painted. I'm not going to do any more coats. Again, the bungees on over here. Chain plates all fixed nicely in place. We've got some new sort of headliner here, just hiding all the wires. So it's looking okay. The boat's not too untidy. We'll start bringing all the cushions back to the boat in due course. But yeah, and then we can start working on the V-berth. As you can see, the V-berth is looking a bit skanks, and we're going to paint this out with some of that locker paint, that grey locker paint that's in all the other lockers. And then I also need to replace all this here. You can see this is missing, and it's quite skank and dirty and a little damp. And when I do that, I'm going to seal all the stanchions. So yeah, just need to paint behind the door there, and we'll do that when we finish off the lockers. So yeah, you can see the electrical box. See the electrical box, and then all the trim around the windows. This is rotten. I'm going to cut another groove there. and the wiring all needs to be sorted out, which is a biggie. All in all, we're getting there. We can sail. You can see a couple of Robertson and Kane boats being commissioned, as always. Okay, the head is in, bolted in, the water inlet pipe is in, and the flush out is in. I just need the anti-siphon valve, which I left at home. I'll do that. Of course, how to connect a 40mm pipe to a 40mm pipe is going to be a bit tricky. I'm going to have to heat this up quite a bit to get it over there. Yeah, that's going to be a bit of a problem. I'm going to give that a bash now. This is the same size that was on when we took it off, so it'll work, but it's going to be tricky. Boat's becoming messier and messier with there's a locker for cleaning kit, and the other thing we're busy doing, you can see mold growing in the lee berth. What I'm doing here, I've actually put some of this moldy stain remover in here, kill all the mold, and we'll paint this grey. There's a view from the bow on my berth. Gorgeous Table Mountain. Another day and another day of boat work. So here is Monsoon. Tools lying around, some lights. You can see the completed bulkhead and new chain plates, all freshly painted. V-berth's still a mess. I'm going to paint those lockers, and here's the head, all sorted. New seacocks working nicely and connected, and then anti-siphon valve in with new pipes. Glue, never been used in anger. Dirty, we need to clean up. I've got new lights which I'm going to put in. All these old ones are very corroded and I'm not looking very good. What's happening over here is I've got the new water filler in, a new pipe, the new deck filler, and then the new pipe. What we need here is just to sort out the stanchion base is leaking a bit, and there's a new panel that goes in here which is a bit rotten. There it is. So the idea is that what we're going to do is I'm going to cut out a new one, and that will go in there. Yeah, it's looking good. I have a new Windex. I'm just going to go on top of the mast, and here are the new lights. So these lights are going to go over there and over there. First test fit of new washboards. Polycarb washboards. strong. They're a little light, and obviously people can see in the sunshine we might put a good one. Looking good. The strip will go across here, both inside and out. A little dust off. Looking nice. Dreamboat. It's a leopard 48. Yeah, when you've got to sort out your lights and you're not quite sure where all the cables go. Look at this mess. But both fluorescents work. Worked out there's a fluorescent circuit. One over the galley, one over the saloon table here, or saloon. One in the heads here. There's no power coming through here. So what I've done, if you look at this mess here, this bird's nest, I've labelled everything, and now I'm going to trace it back there and then trace it back to my panel. Yeah, it's been fun and games, but at least I've worked out the circuits. So this circuit here is for these little round lights, which I'm still going to put up. That will go over there. I pulled through the cable, so I've now got to go and get a cable going across to the corner there. That's going to be tricky. I need a stiff piece of wire. So that's on a circuit, the fluorescent's on a separate circuit, and yeah, the wire's going to nowhere. This here leads to nowhere, road to nowhere, no power there. Not quite sure that's what that's for, but we're getting there slowly. Slowly. In here, bit of a mess. I took all the conduits out. Needs to be cleaned up. This looks a little neater, but somehow I've got power to the switch, which is over here. That is the cabin light switch. It goes to the block here, and then I lose it. So because these lights are daisy chained, if one's off, they all don't work. But even disconnecting them all is a bit of a mission. So yeah, the boat's a mess, as always. But we're getting there. I'm learning, and before long we'll have lights in here.